Welcome everybody to All About Articulation, where we do a deeper dive into the articulation of some of your favorite action figures while glossing over things like sculpt, paint apps, character history, accessories, because I suck at that. And there are so many great reviews on YouTube who do that already, so I don't want to waste your time. Alright, today. Today's the day. This is the Neca Gamestop exclusive 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie action figures. This is, of course, Shredder. The Shredder. This is the wave 2, I believe. The first wave was the 4 Turtles, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, Raphael. Wave 2 is Splinter, which I did not pick up. You got Shredder, you got Foot Soldier 1, Foot Soldier 2. These Foot Soldiers I just reviewed in a previous video. They're the exact same figures, only difference is they come with different weapons. But in terms of articulation, they're exactly the same. Go check out those videos. This is Shredder, okay? Some thoughts right off the bat. I got the original 4 Turtles. I got that box set actually right off of NECA. I got the San Diego, I think it was the 2019? 2018, sorry, the 2018 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive box set that was sold out in under 2 minutes. And I finally was able to get some villains to go along and fight those guys. But I didn't get them, I just got them regular retail off of GameStop. And these figures are great. They're right in line in terms of design and style as the 4 Turtles. If you look at them, and if you had some sort of photography skill, you can. Sometimes you're not even looking carefully. If you don't look too carefully, you would think you're looking at clips and stills from the actual movie. Definitely from the 4 Turtles, but even from these guys and from him to some extent. I mean, the sculpting and the detail is great, but we don't get too much of that here in this channel. We just do articulation. So he does come with a cloth cape. The cloth cape is removable. There is, I don't think he comes with another head, but this mask does come off. I don't want to take it off, but I believe it does come off. The cape definitely does come off, and we can take that off. It's just a very simple kind of a hook right there. You take that off, and the cape feels a little fragile. I mean, it's definitely not a toy for kids. This is for adult collectors, so keep that in mind. Don't hand this off to like an 8-year-old or a 5-year-old thinking that you're gonna get him back in the same condition. He ain't gonna come back to you in one piece. The cape does move out the way. It is bendy wire, so you could bend it and contort it in all different shapes and manners. He stands, well next to his foot soldiers. They're about the same height. Shredder should be a little bit taller, right? Well, I guess with the spike on the top of the helmet, he does stand taller. But eye to eye, they stand at eye level. So let's get a quick measurement of our Shredder from I don't know how you want to measure him by. From the top of the fin of his helmet, he stands at. And let me try to make him stand as tall as possible. Stand up straight, young man. He stands at 7 and I would say 7 1/4. Yeah, 7 1/4. Let's just call it that, 7 1/4. Or at the top of his head, without the helmet, it would probably be 7 inches, right? That sounds about right. Okay, he does have these. No, let's first go head articulation. So he's got this big, huge thing in the back of his helmet. That obviously, right off the bat, you're gonna be able to tell it's gonna affect neck articulation. So yeah, he can't look too far up because of that. He can look decently down. From what I can tell, it's two. There's 2 points of articulation here. One at the base of one at the bottom of the neck. One at the base of the head there. So in conjunction, he gets a good range of motion. Like I said though, can't move too far back because of the back of the helmet. So that prevents that. He does have these 2 shoulder pieces here, shoulder armor. and it does hinder articulation. It sits it sits on the torso, not on the bicep, not the bicep, on the deltoid. So when you do articulate his arms up in a wingspan hot tub pose, that's as far up as he can go. No more than that. There is no bicep swivel or bicep cut, so you're stuck with moving the arm from the armpit joint. There is a let me show I'm turning it right. There's a double jointed elbow and there's an elbow cut, so you could swivel the arm around and cheat. Gives you the same effect as the bicep swivel, but it's at the forearm below the elbow. Double jointed elbow, and he could bend a good amount. I would say not quite 45, maybe about 60 degrees. Get a 60-degree bend there. He has peg joint, peg and swivel at the wrist. We all know and we're all familiar with how this type of joint articulates. No ab crunch that can be seen. The ab, there is a ball joint in the bottom of the waist that allows him to bend just a tiny bit, and he could extend his back also a tiny bit. I don't know if you can even see it on camera. I can definitely feel it. There is a little bit of movement here. Here's the ab crunch. Here's the back extension, and that's it. That's all the amount of torso movement you can get. He has really good hip articulation, so you can do a good split. Mix in a very good ankle pivot. The ankle pivots are very well articulated, and all right, well there you go. So he can do a very nice lower body, very nice leg articulation and articulation range. Double jointed knee, he could just about kick the back of his butt. Yeah, I'll give you credit for that. And there is no boot cut that I can see. Yeah, no boot cut there. He does have these shin guard, the shin armor, that would prevent any sort of, would prevent a lot of movement anyway, but it does not prevent the leg from bending. And he can get into some pretty good battle poses, you know? Very similar in terms of articulation and body to the two foot soldier ninjas. You get it's stiff but workable. So there you go. Do I like them? Yeah, I like them, especially if you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan and you need the ultimate, you know, arch enemy of the turtle. You got to get Shredder. But if you were an artist and you need something to pick up to use as a model for your artwork, he's not that great. But for a $25 figure, he's a great pickup. I think it's a good value. And definitely if you're a completionist and you need to complete the turtle movie set. The cape, last but not least, the cape, like I said, it's wired, so you can get him into a lot of different positions. If I won't knock over the guy in the back. So it does spread out a lot. You can get him into a lot of different, into spreading that out, or you can pull it together. A couple of options, display options there. So pretty cool. All right. Thanks for watching this one. We'll be back. One more video to go, and let's knock Bane out of the park.